Welcome to Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. We are live on the campus of Fullerton College as the Hornets take on the Cypress Chargers. I am Ari Nakshon here with Caleb Ramos.
Cypress College ended their last game as a 3-0 win versus Compton, as Fullerton College ended their last game with a 3-1 win over Chaffee. A couple of key players for each team that I'd say to keep a watch for. For Cypress, I'd say number 30, Zoe Ziegler, the 6'6" middle blocker. And for the Hornets, I'd keep an eye on Izzy Hernandez, their setter.
So the starting lineup for the Chargers is Haley Church, Kaylin Flores, Amanda Kapelkoff, Riley McFarlane, Zoe Ziegler, Andrea Briseño, and Peja Bontem. The starting lineup for your Hornets is Amelia Flores, Angelina Alvarado, Emma Orell, Jessica Timmons, Izzy Hernandez, Bree Stotmore, and Michaela Schnockenberg.
I'd say for the Hornets, there are only 2 returning players from last year. Their setter, Izzy Hernandez, one of their captains, and then on top of that, Angelina Alvarado, the 5'7" outside hitter. Looks like they are about to start. Lineups are getting checked.
You can see the refs, they're getting ready, checking both lineups to make sure all the right girls are in.
They've only played one team in common, Compton, which they both won 3-0. Hornets in their season opener, and Cypress just recently.
Fullerton won on August 23rd, and Cypress won on September 13th, which is just earlier this week. And the Chargers serving the ball, that'll be Haley Church. First serve of the game, sends it to the middle. Izzy Hernandez sets it. Oh, and a point for Zoe Ziegler right there.
It'll be tough to handle her all game. With her being 6'6", and Fullerton not having anybody over 5'9", she'll be a tough force to contain.
Yeah. Haley Church serves again. Izzy Hernandez sets the ball on the return, and it's spiked right into the net.
That was Bree Stotmore who made the attacking error.
And once again, Haley Church sends it a little bit right this time. Izzy Hernandez sets once again, and Bree Stotmore hits it right out.
She's had a rough start to the game with 2 attacking errors already.
But
hopefully she can calm down.
But Haley Church once again sends it way left this time, and Izzy Hernandez sets it. And a point for the Cypress Chargers.
That was a good attempt at a quick attack by number 24, Michaela Schnockenberg, but it was blocked by Ziegler.
Yeah, she's going to be a problem for them all game.
Absolutely.
Church again, this time more to the right. And Izzy Hernandez sets once again. And there you go, the first point for your Hornets. Scores 4-1.
That was a good hit off of the block, making it hard for the receivers to pick it up. Good, smart play right there.
Yeah, Stotmore finally gets her setting in this game. This time it'll be Izzy Hernandez for the Hornets serving. Sends it back to the middle. And it looks like it's a point for the Chargers, just past the line.
Serves are one of the most important parts of volleyball, as they are the only part of it that you do alone.
And this time it looks like it was Briseño serving for the Chargers. And there you go, another Fullerton point.
Looked like Haley Church stepped in to try and take that ball and accidentally shanked it.
How big of a role do you think she'll have on this game?
I feel like Haley Church will be massive as she's the control center for their offense, setting everybody else up to attack.
And Ziegler with the dig. Oh, and that looks like it's going to be another point for the Chargers as Schnockenberg just can't get the ball up to one of her teammates.
She had a good block attempt on Cypress's outside, but that one just waterfalled in.
And now the libero in. It'll be Riley McFarland serving. Sends it deep to the middle. Haley Church sets it. It's going to go out for another Chargers point.
A powerful spike by Kalpikoff there to cause the error.
And the ball is rolled all the way outside.
We've gotten a new one while someone goes to retrieve it.
Score 7-2 Chargers. McFarland again with the serve. Sends it much, much deeper this time. A little bit of a confusion and another Chargers point.
Yeah, that just like a classic case of miscommunication. I see it all the time when I play. Two people thought the other person was going to go for the ball, and neither of them did.
That's going to be a Fullerton timeout right there. First set scores 8-2, and you are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio.
The Hornets are having a rough start to this game. Down 8-2 could be very hard to come back from.
But it's only the first, so they could get back into it with this timeout. Maybe a little bit of a refresh, some new faces on the floor.
They're just trying to cut off Cypress's momentum.
Yeah, a lot of silly errors that if they stop making those, maybe they'll find their way back into this one.
Yeah.
McFarland with the ball, serving once again. Hernandez sets it. Stoutmore hits it into the net.
That's her third attacking error already this game. I'm sure that Fullerton is hoping that she can get into the game.
And I hope that the Chargers don't want her to.
Oh yeah.
Those errors help them out a lot. Hernandez sets it again. Blocked. Oh, and it's set to Stoutmore once again, and she fakes the hit. But Church sets it. And that's going to be a point for the Chargers. The lineup for the Chargers: Kaylin Flores, Amanda Kalpikoff, Peja Bontem, the server Riley McFarland, Andrea Bersenio, and Haley Church.
That is a service ace from their libero, number 11, Riley McFarland.
And you can see there, MRL was just not able to get to the ball.
She didn't look ready. She swung her arms out really fast and ball shanked.
Yeah, I don't think she expected it to go her way. Another point for the Chargers, up 12-2.
They called a double on the middle, I believe.
And now the ref has blown his whistle, and he's having a bit of a conversation with Coach Kevin Hitt.
He is the first-year head coach of Fullerton College Women's Volleyball. They started out the season with a win, and after that went on a 4-game losing streak to finally win again against Chaffee earlier this week.
It looks like a bit of a miscommunication between the refs too, but I think they figured everything out. Back to normal. And Riley McFarland serving once again.
She's been an amazing server for them. Service errors are huge momentum killers, and she has not made one yet. That was a beautiful dump.
And it's set by Izzy Hernandez for Bree Stoutmore. and she gets it all the way up to the back wall, and that is a point for your Hornets.
That was a powerful smash. Cypress got a hand on it, but couldn't get it to go where they wanted it to.
Yeah, it just went the exact opposite direction they wanted it, and the second that she hit that, it was going to be a Fullerton point no matter what.
Yeah.
Church sets it. And that's a great hit from Kalpakov.
Down the line, blockers didn't get all the way to the line, so she took advantage of where the blockers weren't and got the point.
Yeah, just a lot of clumping from Fullerton, leaving a lot of empty space.
Yeah.
Cypress is able to really take advantage of that. Now we have Kaylin Flores serving from the right-hand side.
Waiting to make a couple of substitutions.
She hits it down far to the left side. It's kept in. Izzy Hernandez sets it. Bit of a fake there. Remember Orel. She gets the dig. Izzy Hernandez with the set. Another attempt from B. Stopmore. Once more. And that's a Fullerton point from Angelina Alvarado.
It didn't look like they thought that, it didn't look like Cypress thought that the hit was going to be in and decided at the last second, tried to get it up and couldn't.
Yeah, they went with a different strategy on the attack. They were playing a little more fluid, and now Angelina Alvarado, the one who scored, is going to be serving. She hits it really wide, and that is a point for Fullerton. A great serve all the way to the right.
I think that the number 5 for Cypress, Hannah Higuera, panicked a little bit and reflex went for the ball. I've had it happen a couple of times. I think it would have been out if she had left it.
Yeah. She serves it once more, this time a little less trickery. Oh, and that is a strong hit right down the middle. Amanda Kalpakov with the point for the Chargers.
Hornets were able to get a hand on it, but weren't able to get it up as it just went right to the court.
Yeah, it was a very strong hit. Morel couldn't do much about it. And now that is served by Kalpakov. Hernandez sets it up for Angelina Alvarado. A little bit of trickery there. And that's another point for the Chargers from Andrea Briseño.
And that was a beautiful set as well. That was a nice high toss right to the net, giving her hitter options.
Yeah, she looked like she was going for a big, powerful hit, and she faked it right in the middle of everyone. Strong serve. And the libero, Amelia Flores, hits it over and gets the point for the Fullerton Hornets. They're now 6-15.
That looked like a miscommunication on the free ball from Amelia Flores.
Score is 6-15. Chargers up. Serve from Bree Stopmore. No good, just out. It's going to be a point for the Chargers.
Looked like she mishit it a tiny bit, maybe on the right side of her palm to just enough to where it goes out.
And now Zoe Ziegler is in for the Chargers. That'll be served from Audrey Perez. She sets it nicely, but Fullerton's able to keep it in play, and Izzy Hernandez. They got it one more time, but Bree Stopmore keeps it in.
Izzy.
Fake from Emma Orel, and a Fullerton Hornets point.
She got it just over the block. Any lower, it probably would have been blocked, but just enough to get it over and just enough to drop it right in front of the defense.
A very accurate hit. Served right to Ziegler. Well, looked like she wasn't ready for it. It's going to be set by Izzy Hernandez to Bree Stopmore, and way too strong right into the hands of Kaylin Flores, and that's a Hornets point.
It looked like she tried to go with an overhand receive, but couldn't quite get her hands there. It was right in that sweet spot of you don't know whether you want it to go overhand or underhand receive. Hard to receive there for sure.
And that's served by Jessica Timmons. Fullerton with the ball. Izzy with the fake, and she gets the point for the Hornets.
Ziegler saw the ball coming over, panicked a little bit, it looked like, tried to get it back over, put it right into the net.
Yeah, she thought Hernandez was going to go and set it up for someone else, but she went and took that point all for herself. Timmons with the serve down the middle. Dig from Kopikoff, and that is a point for the Chargers. Andrea Berseno.
It was a nice hit right through the block. Didn't look like they closed it enough.
Score is 17-9, the first set for the Chargers. Haley Church serving, back in the game. Izzy Hernandez set. And it's going to be out. Amaral just couldn't get the ball in.
It looked like she was going for a wipe there, trying to get the blockers to touch it and then send it out, but just a little bit too high.
Church once again with the serve. Strong down a little bit towards the middle.
Little bit of miscommunication on the quick there. And then a nice hit to get a point for Cypress.
Yeah, Fullerton's leaving a lot of open space, and the Chargers are just taking advantage of it. It's going to be a timeout for Fullerton. It's the first set. Score is 19-9. You are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio.
There's been a lot of mistakes by both sides. It just seems like the Hornets are making more, and it shows by the 10-point score deficit.
Yeah, we see how Cypress is able to take advantage better of the Fullerton mistakes. So the officials in the game are Tim Evans, John Nguyen, Ofer Amrami, and Isis Ross. We're back from the timeout. Score 19-9. Haley Church serving for Cypress. Sends it deep to the left side, or to the right side. And Fullerton just couldn't keep it in. Looked like a little mistake there from Emma Orell.
It looked like she was deciding on whether or not she thought the ball was going to be in or out. Decided at the last second. Couldn't get her hands there in time.
Do you think it's one of those things where you need to be confident on whether it's in or out?
Oh, absolutely. In my playing experience, I've had multiple times where I can't decide and I choose wrong, and it absolutely sucks. But you got to make decisions and make them fast.
Yep.
It's better to be decisive than not know and let it go.
Stoppmore with another point straight into the net, and that'll give the Chargers an even bigger lead. She was able to return on that serve, though. And Orell hits it right into the hands of Ziegler for a Fullerton point.
It was a nice hit right there. It didn't look like the Cypress blockers pressed over the net enough, so it just hit their hands and rolled right onto their side for a point for Fullerton.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were expecting that hit. Izzy Hernandez with the serve down the right side. Kept in play. That's Angelina Alvarado who hits it, but it looks like it's just going to roll over the net and go out for a Chargers point.
If she had gotten it maybe a little bit higher, it would have kept in. But since it rolled off the net, it bounced up more.
Brisenia with the serve. Orell with the dig. And she goes for the kill, and she gets the point for the Hornets.
Another block there that wasn't quite completed. It looked like it bounced off of Ziegler's hands, and nobody in the back was ready to cover the block hit.
And Brianna Mendez in now for the Hornets. She'll be serving. Hits it far left for Ziegler. And Kaylin Flores hits it a little too deep for another Hornets point.
And that was a beautiful serve from Brianna Mendez, getting it right to Zoe Ziegler, who didn't look like she was ready for it.
And she's hitting it once more. Similar area. Ziegler gets a little trickery, but Fullerton keeps it in. Ziegler with the fake. And a powerful hit from Kalpakov as Fullerton can't figure out how to get the ball back in play.
That was a beautiful dig by Amelia Flores on the tip from Ziegler. She saw it coming, anticipated it, got it up to her setter. They just couldn't complete the point.
Yeah, Kalpakov with a great kill, and the Chargers are now up 23-12. Serving is Riley McFarland for the Chargers. Hits it deep towards that middle. And the hit from Stottmore is not good. Little too deep once again.
It looked like there may have been a touch, but line ref didn't see anything. Head ref called out. Point for the Chargers.
This could be the end of the first here.
Set point for the Chargers.
Served well in. Alvarado hits it down the middle. Church sets it. Oh, and it's kept in by Fullerton.
Barely kept alive. That was beautiful defense.
They're trying to scrap by the end of this set. And that's a Fullerton point blocked in.
Nope. That was a Charger
sorry,
point.
A Charger point blocked out. And that's the end of the first set. Chargers up 1-0. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So we saw a lot of dominance there from the Chargers. The Hornets just couldn't capitalize off of any of their errors the way that the Chargers were. We saw a lot of really, really big plays from Haley Church and Zoe Ziegler, and they just dominated, especially even just with the serves. There were some great kills on both ends. And we should expect some more amazing action here in this second set. Going into the second set, we should see maybe a little bit of a lineup change from both teams, but more from Fullerton. And I'm Ari Nakshon with my new partner, Elias Avila.
A pretty competitive first set. Both teams should be really proud of the way they played, and there were a lot of really good rallies.
How do you think Fullerton can turn this one around?
I think they have to minimize the errors and really stay true to their game, and they can't beat themselves.
Yeah, we saw a lot of really coherent play, but then we also saw a lot of, like, we didn't really know what the strategy was. There was a lot of open space. There was a lot of bad hits into the net where Cypress was able to take advantage. How do you think they can change that up?
Well, they have to just keep a good offensive and defensive plan, and minimize all their errors, and find all the fill in all the gaps.
Welcome back to Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. We're about to start the second set. I'm Ari Nakshon here with Elias Avila. Set score is 1-0. The Chargers are up. And the new lineups, we'll start with Cypress. Starting is Haley Church, Zoe Ziegler, Andrea Briseno, Jasmine Kastner, Kaylin Flores, and Amanda Kalpakov. For Fullerton, looks like it will stay mostly the same with Izzy Hernandez, Bree Stottmore, Jessica Timmons, Emma Orel, Michaela Schnockenberg, and Angelina Alvarado. So
Look for Fullerton to be very aggressive here. They don't want to fall behind.
yeah, one's down 1-0. That's going to be a big mountain to climb for them. Izzy Hernandez with the serve. And it's going to be out for Fullerton starting the scoring here.
That's just what they wanted. They wanted to be ahead early and stay ahead early.
As long as they can minimize those errors. Izzy Hernandez once again with the serve. Down deep into the middle right side. And another kill attempt from Andrea Senio. And MRL just hits it way too wide. And that's a point for the Chargers as it's 1-1.
Haley Church back to serve, and she's been really good for them this game.
Yeah. Chargers have a pretty strong serving core. She hits it deep to that left side. And Angelina Alvarado gets the kill. And really, Amanda Kaplikov just couldn't get to that one. It was just a little too low for her.
Gotta love the effort, though.
Yeah, she really got low for that, and still it was just too far ahead of her.
Gonna be a lot of bruises on those knees.
All right, Emma Orell with the serve. Fullerton stays in control. They keep the ball. Stottmore hits it over. Angelina Alvarado keeps it in play. And Ziegler hits it just over the net for a Chargers point.
That's just unfair.
With very little effort, she just has to tap it, and it's already on the floor.
She's amazing.
2-2 is the score. Chargers serving. It'll be Briseño. Emma Orell with the return. Stottmore with the kill attempt. Church to set it. And it looks like that'll be a Hornets point. Briseño just not able to keep it in play. Score is 3-2. Hornets are up. Now we got someone new serving for the Hornets. It'll be Amelia Flores. She keeps it in play. Angelina Alvarado hits it right into the net, and that is a point for the Chargers. It's a 3-3 set.
A lot of back and forth.
Got a new sub in for Zoe Ziegler. It'll be Kaylin Hanley who's in. She's going to be in the middle, getting ready to hit all those kills. Block. And just there, we have great blocking from Kaylin Flores, and that's a Chargers point.
Hornets got to stay aggressive here.
Yeah, Kastner with the serve. Orell gets a dig. Stottmore hits it far to that left side. Orell once again. Stottmore once again. Now Church changing it up. And she gets it to Kalpakov, who is able to get it right over the hands of the blockers, and that's a point for the Chargers.
Looks like she just slipped there. If she got contact, that would have kept the rally going.
Chargers at 5-3. That'll be Kastner serving again. Alvarado hits it deep. Kastner kept it in. Orell with a very deep hit to the middle. And that's a kill for Stottmore. She gets it right over the hands of both of the blockers, and that's a point for the Hornets. Maybe a little bit better blocking.
I'd say so.
Needed if they want to really pull away with this one, Chargers. Alvarado serving. Church puts it up. Orel fakes it. Doesn't catch them off guard. But that's a point there for the Chargers as Fullerton is caught completely off guard. Hit it right into the middle, and no one was able to get there on time.
That was a nice play by Haley Church. She faked to set it, and she just spiked it right into the opposing, over the net.
That'll be Kaylin Flores serving for the Chargers. Hernandez sets it up. That'll be Alvarado who sets it once again. And Stoutmore hits it just over the blockers, but they're able to keep it in play. And Hernandez gets a hit, but still it's in. And Alvarado hits it right into the net for a Chargers point.
Really good rally there.
But again, another one of those errors that's just costing Fullerton way too many points. Score is 7-4. Chargers are up. That'll be Kaylin Flores serving again. Hits it deep into the left side. Izzy Hernandez sets it up for Emma Orel, and it just goes right out of the blocker's hands for a Fullerton Hornets point.
Emma Orel has been all over this game, offensively and defensively.
We're seeing Coach Yordanov talk to the players. We haven't seen too much of him recently.
Ooh.
Fullerton just kept that one out.
Now you can see Cypress making those errors a lot more now.
Even without the height, Fullerton is able to get those blocks. Stoutmore serving. Hernandez keeps it in. And that was one too many hits. And the Chargers are now up 8-6. Kalpakov with the ball. She's set to serve. She slams it deep into the left side. Caught Timmons off guard. She goes once more. And just too weak from Briseño.
Coach Yordanov would love to see some more aggressiveness there.
Yeah, he looks a little frustrated with that play. The idea was there, though. Timmons with the ball. Bit of a weaker hit to that left side. And another miscommunication from the Chargers. And the Hornets are back in this. It's now 8-8.
Gotta keep grinding.
Timmons once again. See if she can repeat the same magic. And she shanks it right into the net. Maybe a little bit of a commentator's curse right there. But that'll be a point for the Chargers.
Looks like Zoe Ziegler's back in this game.
And it looks like we'll have Audrey Perez, too, who will be serving. Chargers ball. Smacks it deep into the right side, a little too far, and that'll be a point for the Chargers.
Yordanov having a long chat with Hanley, maybe questioning some aggressiveness.
It's hard to fill in the shoes of Ziegler. Hernandez serves it. That's Kalpakov who hits it down the middle. And Alvarado with a little fake. And Ziegler slams it right down the middle at Amelia Flores, and she just cannot get that ball back up.
That ball was hit very hard.
Yeah, the Chargers able to dominate when she's on the floor. We're seeing another sub now. It'll be Kalpakov off, and Sydney Jackson will come in for her. And Haley Church will be serving. A little bit of a different strategy. She's able to get it over the net. Izzy Hernandez with the fake. This time for real. Now Alvarado can't keep it up with an amazing block from Ziegler, and that'll be another point for the Chargers.
That was just a great effort there by Zoe Ziegler.
Church again with the ball. Hits it way deeper this time, just on the line, and it looks like it's going to be a point for the Chargers.
That one looked like it just snooked there.
That's one of the ones where you really have no clue if it's going in or not. They got a little unlucky there. It's just barely on the line.
Hit it where they ain't.
Yep, score is 12-9. Church had served once again. Stopmore with the hit, gets blocked, and a little bit of a miscommunication. And that's another Chargers point, up 13-9. It looks like that'll be a timeout for Fullerton. Score is 13-9 in the second set. You are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So, The Hornet is Fullerton College's student newspaper, produced by the news media production classes at Fullerton College. It has been continually publishing news, sports, arts, entertainment, features, and opinion stories since January 12, 1923. In 2016, the Hornet discontinued its print edition to become a fully digital news outlet. It publishes stories nearly every day during the fall and spring semesters. Jessica Langlois teaches journalism 122 news media production and has advised the Hornet since 2021. Past advisors include Jay Seidel, Kyra Kirkwood, Joanna Jacobo Rivera, and Julie Patelis. Church serving. Jackson hits it over. Stopmore gets it over everyone off the tip. To join, enroll in Journalism 222 or contact Jessica Langlois at jlanglois@fullcol.edu for more information or photography internships. You can read The Hornet at fchornetmedia.com, or you can follow at fchornet on Instagram, Facebook, and X. Now back to the game. Stopmore hits it. Jackson is just able to dig that one in. A whole lot of miscommunication from Cypress and a lot of tumbling, and that'll be Hornets' point.
Hornets coming in hot right after that timeout.
Yeah, whatever coach said seemed to work. A little bit of a talk now from the refs. Current score is 11-13. Chargers are up.
Maybe they're seeing if the ball hit the net too many times.
We're seeing some cheering from the Charger side. So the score is 11-13. We've got some new lineups. It'll be Zoe Ziegler for the Chargers along with Kaylin Flores. It'll be Sydney Jackson, Haley Church, along with Andrea Briseño, and finally Audrey Perez. Izzy Hernandez is able to keep it in, but looks like a point for the Chargers. The Hornets lineup is Bree Stopmore, Izzy Hernandez, Emma Orell, Angelina Alvarado, Amelia Flores, and Michaela Schnockenberg. Looks like Jackson just came off for the Chargers. Was replaced by Amanda Kalpakov. And she fakes him out and gets the point for the Chargers, up 10-15.
What a great effort there by Bree Stopmore.
And it looks like that point that was given to Fullerton earlier was taken back and given to the Chargers. Briseño with the serve. Stopmore tries to get it over, and that's blocked in for a Chargers point. That'll be credited to Kaylin Flores.
This set has been a lot more close and competitive than the first set. Fullerton's got to be proud of the way they're playing right now.
Especially with Ziegler on the floor. A little bit of a miss hit there from Schnackenberg, but Fullerton's able to keep it in. Church sets it to Ziegler, who just powers it down the middle for another Chargers point, and the bench is going crazy. Score is 17-10, Chargers ball. And it'll be Briseño serving once again. Zoe Ziegler, just a problem for the Hornets. Stottmore hits it right into her and is able to get the point right on her head for Hornets point, and that'll be 11-17.
You can't get it past Zoe Ziegler.
Well, she just did right there. So it happens. It's rare. She even looks a little confused on how that one happened. This time hit behind. And there's really just no one there for that. And that'll be another point for the Chargers as Kalpakov hits it right into no man's land. Ziegler coming out. And it looks like it'll be Hanley in for her. And Kastner in for Perez. Kastner will also be serving. Hernandez hits it up, and Alvarado goes for the kill. She's able to get it.
Jordanov looks confused. That one should not have dropped.
Especially because Briseño was able to get to that ball. It was just no one was able to follow it up. Into the defensive formation as Alvarado gets ready to serve. Church sets it up. Orell keeps it in really high. Stottmore hits it over. Church once again. And that is an absolute cannon of an arm from Kalpakov as she gets it right under Orell, and she can't do anything about that one.
She's been amazing all game.
Score is 19-12. Chargers are up, and they're just taking this lead further and further into this set.
Starting to see more distance. Cypress distancing the lead now.
Flores with the serve. Hernandez is able to set it. Stottmore hits it right into the blockers. For a second time, she's able to get it over. It looks like that'll be a Hornets point.
Again, one of those, you just can't defend that one. You don't know if it's going to be in or out.
She tried once, didn't work. She tried it again. She got it over that time. Looks like she'll be rewarded, and she gets to serve. Hits it deep into the middle. Catches Kastner off guard, and that'll be a point for the Hornets. 14-19. They're clawing their way back.
Making it a lot more interesting and putting a lot more pressure on the Cypress volleyball team.
Once again, Stottmore with the ball. Barely gets it over the net. And I guess it worked. Another point for the Hornets. A little bit of a lower hit. I don't think they expected it to go off the way it did.
Right off the shoulder. She's going to feel that one tomorrow.
Stottmore once again. This time hits it over to the right side. There you go. Kalpakov gets it over. And Stottmore just drills it right at Flores, and she can't do anything. That was at head level. That's a Hornets point and a timeout for the Chargers. Score is 16-19 in the second. This is, you are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio.
Print Tech. Fullerton College Print Tech offers hands-on training on modern high-speed equipment. If you're someone who wants to enter the printing trade after obtaining industry certification, would like to transfer after completing an associate degree in printing technology, or are just interested in general printing concepts, color management, and the printing process, this is the program for you. Introduction to Printing is the main course that students need to complete for advanced coursework and various certifications. In this program, students can learn the Printing Industries Association, PIASC, certification in electronic imaging and offset lithographic presswork, or certification from the Flexographic Technical Association, FDA, in flexology.
And we're back. And it looks like that'll be a service ace from Bree Stottmore. Score 17-19 here in this second set. They've almost came all the way back.
Clawing their way back.
They're now just down 2. And if Stottmore keeps serving the way she does, she's going to keep getting the ball back. Great blocks there from Timmons and Orell. And Orell with the hit. She isn't able to get the kill there. She'll definitely want to try again now. But instead it goes to Stottmore, who hits it right down the middle. And Fullerton is just dominating this point. And Stottmore gets it just down the left side, and now it is a 1-point set. 18-19, the Hornets are rallying all the way back, and the Chargers don't know what to do.
And Bree Stottmore is serving again. Looks like there's going to be another timeout.
Looks like it'll be another timeout from the Chargers. Score is 18-19. You're watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So we just saw them take a timeout and then another one out of panic. It looks like they don't know how to go against Fullerton. They're rallying back. They have all the momentum right now.
Each team has one timeout left. It's getting really close. Danko Yordanov smells blood.
Yeah, he really wants to take this second set because once you're up 2-0, it is very hard for the other team to come back. Now we're back 18-19. Chargers
It's Bree Stottmore again.
Yep, she's going to keep serving it. She gets it way down deep to that right side. This time, Chargers looked a little more prepared. And Orell with the spike isn't able to get the kill quite yet. Izzy Hernandez sets it to Jess Timmons, who's able to hit it. Chargers barely still on this point as they're scrambling around. Hanley gets it over for the point, and finally it is going the Chargers' way off of a lot of scrambling and miscommunication. So the Fullerton lineup right now: Bree Stottmore, Angelina Alvarado, Amelia Flores, Jessica Timmons, Izzy Hernandez, and Emma Orell. And the lineup for the Chargers. There you go, another Hornets point. Lineup for the Chargers is Kaylin Hanley. And now we have a substitution. It'll be Sydney Jackson who is coming in. And it's hit just out. That'll be another Fullerton point, and now we are all tied up at 20-20. So the rest of that lineup for the Chargers, it'll be Kaylin Flores, Andrea Briseño, Hannah Higuera, who we haven't seen much of, and Jasmine Kastner. And they get the point there, get their lead back. And now Hanley subbing out along with Kastner as Zeigler comes back in with Audrey Perez. She'll be serving.
No timeouts left for the Chargers.
Izzy Hernandez sets it up for Bree Stottmore. Just on the line. Like, they couldn't have got closer to scoring a point there. and now the Chargers will have a 2-point advantage.
Hit a bit too hard.
She went for the kill, and it just wasn't there. Perez with the ball again. Hits it right to Stopmore. Orel goes for the kill. Jackson keeps it up. Ziegler hits it down. And Stopmore powers it through for a Hornets point, and the score is 21-22. Chargers are up. Hernandez to serve.
Just couldn't get it past Ziegler that time.
She's starting on the right-hand side. Probably targeting Perez and Higuera. It's blocked. Fullerton's keeping it up. Stopmore goes for it. Powerful hit, but it's kept in. A little bit of trickery there. Orel goes for it. Jackson keeps it up. And right off the hands of Stotmore, another point for the Chargers as they inch closer to taking the second set.
Haley Church coming back in.
Yeah, she'll be coming in for Higuera, who's barely played. And there you go. That's the final Fullerton timeout right now. Score is 23-21. Chargers are up, and you are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So anyone that's been really sticking out for you on this Hornets or Chargers team that you weren't expecting?
Well, we're seeing a lot of Jessica Timmons on the floor, and a lot of Bree Stotmore. Those are the most consistent players right now, and I was excited to see Zoe Ziegler today, and she has not disappointed, along with Haley Church.
Yeah.
Two of the known leaders of this team.
Timmons been on the quieter side, even though we have seen a lot of her recently. Church serves it. Stotmore just can't keep it in, and she hits it right down. And now that'll be set point for the Chargers. Church will serve to try to get this set wrapped up. A little bit of screaming from the Fullerton fans. Almost a mistake there from the Hornets. Stotmore keeps it in this time. And Alvarado hits it right into the blockers, who are able to keep it up. Jackson sends it down the middle. Alvarado sets it up for Stotmore again, who gets it right over for a Hornets point. And now the ball is back on their side of the court. Orel will be serving.
Itching and clawing.
Or instead, she's now getting subbed out for number 11, Brianna Mendez, who will be serving. Saw a little bit of her in the first set. Haven't seen much since. She hits it down the middle. Ziegler hits it. Going for that kill. And Stotmore hits it into the net to end the second set. Chargers are up now 2-0. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio.
Welcome back. This is Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio. I am your play-by-play announcer, Caleb Ramos, here with my partner, colored commentator, Chase De Silva. It is 2-0, Cypress up on Fullerton College, and we are going to have the third set shortly.
What I think Fullerton needs to do here, they need to set the tempo early. They're down 2-0 already. You don't want this to slip away.
I absolutely agree. We had a much better fight in the second set than the first. Much tighter score, and here we have the starting lineups. We have Haley Church, Passia Bonesnaps, Kaylin Flores, Zoe Ziegler, Andrea Brasino, Amanda Kalpikoff, and the libero Riley McFarland for Cypress. For Fullerton, we have Michaela Schnockenberg, Emma Orell, Angelina Alvarado, Amelia Flores as the libero, Angelina Alvarado, Izzy Hernandez, and Bree Stopmore.
Yeah, we'll see how Fullerton comes out on this third set. Played a little more relaxed in that second set. I feel it was a little more even tempo. Started to kind of struggle in that first, but the tides turned really. They seemed much more comfortable in that second set.
Haley Church with the serve. Emma Orell with the hit. Got it. Cypress got it up. And that is a point. Fullerton College, a double called on Haley Church, the Cypress setter.
Great job by Fullerton to start it early, take an early lead.
There have been a lot less simple mistakes from Fullerton. We now have Izzy Hernandez back to serve for the Hornets. Serve is up. And that is powerful. And that is a back set to Andrea Brasino, and she gets it in point to Cypress.
Yeah, I just hit that in the top right. Just wasn't able to get it over there by Stopmore.
Just out of reach and just on the line. It was a beautiful point. Andrea Brasino back to serve for the Chargers. The serve is up, and it is dug by Orell. Izzy sets it out, and that is in. Angelina Alvarado, one of the two returners, along with Izzy.
Great overhand right by Alvarado.
Emma Orell back to serve. Score is 2-1. Hornets. Serve is received. Out. Looked like a bad area for a quick. Set was a decent amount behind Ziegler, but she made it work and gets the point for Cypress.
Yeah, and Ziegler's just using that length, 6'6". It's just tough for Fullerton tonight.
Absolutely. Having to deal with that 6'6" along with a 6'2" backup. Riley McFarland to serve. Dug by Flores. An attempt at a quick, and the ball is blocked and tried to get dug, but they send the ball flying under the net.
It was a great effort.
Riley McFarland back to serve once again. Serve is up. Dug by Flores. Back set to Alvarado. Received. A set to Kalpikoff, who hits it. Dug by Flores once again. A back set to Orell is blocked. Big time block from Cypress into the court where nobody was covering.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating. It's got to be frustrating for Fullerton right now. They're doing everything they can, really, and just getting unlucky.
McFarland back to serve once again. Serve is up. Received by Orell, up by Schnockenberg. Orell sends a free ball over. And that is a quick attack, blocked. Outside to Kalpikoff. Tries to do a fake and hits it. She just did not get enough power behind it and sends it into the net.
That was a great block by Schnockenberg there to keep the play alive.
Flores, the libero for Fullerton, back to serve. It is received. Setter barely gets there in time. Received by number 8. Flores sends the free ball over. Set back. Orel gets it up, out to Stopmore. Powerful hit off the block and net and in.
Excellent job by Stopmore. Orel really set that play up too. She's been all over the court tonight. Very vocal. She's been a great leader for the Hornets tonight.
Yeah, Jessica Timmons went in as the front middle blocker. Flores back to serve. Outside, Kalpakov, block and out into the scoring table right there. Powerful hit, blocks could not keep it contained.
Yeah, and you see Coach hit over there. There's nothing you can do about that. That was a great try by Alvarado.
Kaylin Flores back to serve. On the far right side of the court. Serves, tosses up, received by Orel, barely up. Alvarado sends it over. Bad receive, barely gets it up, and do not get it over. Point, Fullerton College.
Little hiccup there by Cypress. Benefits Fullerton.
Looked like they had a miscommunication, tried to get it up, couldn't get it high enough. Alvarado back to serve. Over and received. Quick attack to the middle. Very slightly blocked. Oh, and that's a pancake there by Cypress's libero. Alvarado tries to get overhand receive, messes it up. They send it back over. Free ball, miscommunication. Big time. It looked like Cypress could not decide who was going to receive it, and that miscue leads to a point.
And what a play by Jessica Timmons there to keep that alive last second.
Alvarado serving once again. Far left corner of the court. Serve is over. Nice receive. A back set, roll shot. Set out to, that was a set to Stopmore, who gets it in barely.
Just barely above that line.
Looks like they're heading to a refs conference. Looks like the line ref and head ref saw something different.
Yeah, is that going to be on the hit?
I think the line ref saw that it was outside the antenna. Refs are having a meeting, trying to decide what to call.
Keep the point.
Fullerton College keeps the point there.
Good call, ref.
Alvarado still serving. She likes to send it cross-court and short from what I've seen, and it's working great so far. Hornets are up 7-5 in the third set. Received by the libero. Kalpakov tries to get a cut shot, sends it out. Point, Fullerton College.
The Hornets are coming out of the gate this set. 8-5. They're doing great.
They have all of the momentum right now. It seems like Cypress is making all the simple mistakes that Fullerton made.
Whatever Coach Hitt told them in between sets, it's really working.
Alvarado with the serve that goes out. Service error. 8-6. Fullerton College. Kalpakov back to serve.
Very important here. Hornets don't give up. Don't let up. Excuse me. Need the momentum to stay.
Received by Flores, and that is a setter dump as the receive was a bit too tight. And that hit is nice by Andrea Brasino. Barely touched by the Fullerton College defense, and point to Cypress.
Nothing you can do about that one.
It might have been going out. Hard to tell without the redirection. Kalpakov serving once again. Received by Flores, and that is an overpass. Flores with a beautiful dig. Stopmore gets it over. Quick attack into the middle. Stopmore with the hit. Off the block. Kalpakov receives it out to, and then that is a setter dump from Izzy Hernandez. Back row to Stockmore is blocked. That is a monster block, and she touched it going out, point to Cypress.
This is where you don't want Cypress to take control of the set. Hornets were up by 3 points in a row from Cypress.
Kalpikoff serving, tie game, 8-8 in the third set. Received by Flores, set back to Orel. Orel is blocked. Hernandez gets the ball up, but they were not able to get it up and over. Cypress takes the lead on a nice serving run by Kalpikoff.
Looks like Coach Hitt encouraging the ladies over there.
Service up, received by Flores. Back set to Alvarado. Nice receive. And that hit is blocked.
What a block.
Kalpikoff tries to hit it from the back row, sends it into the net. Tie game once again, 9-9.
It is just back and forth this set.
This is a very, very tight set. Stockmore back to serve.
You know, one thing Hornets are doing great, they are not letting up at all. They know their backs are up against the wall 2-0, but they're just not giving up. They're staying in the game.
Sydney Jackson as a sub for Cypress, and Stockmore sends the ball out. Service error. You haven't seen that many of those this game, which is kind of uncommon. Even the pros make serves. Watching the Olympics, there were a ton of missed serves. Audrey Perez back to serve for Cypress, 10-9. Serve is received by Amelia Flores, set out to Emma Orel. Excuse me. Hits it out, probably looking for a block touch, and they get it. There was a very slight touch on the block, and that is a point for Fullerton College.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't even see that little touch there. Glad it went our way.
I didn't either personally, but refs are calling a touch on the block. And now we have Jessica Timmons back to serve for Fullerton College.
See if they can keep that momentum.
2 straight service errors for Fullerton College. That is not how you're going to win games. You cannot be making simple mistakes like that.
Not at all. It's the little things. Hopefully that doesn't get in their heads now.
They made a lot of simple mistakes in the first set, but it seems like they've calmed down on it since.
Yeah, they definitely have cleaned up their game.
Haley Church, number 10, back to serve for Cypress. And that serve is line judge called out, head ref called in. Point to Cypress.
Yeah, it looked like it hit a little triangle there. Fullerton was just kind of looking, caught him off guard.
I don't think it caught him off guard. They thought it was going out. It dropped in at the last second. Emma Orel with the receive. Izzy Hernandez set it to Stockmore in the back. Blocked by Ziegler.
It's been all night. Just using the height. It's been tough for Fullerton.
Having to work around a 6'6" middle blocker like that is extremely difficult.
And, I mean, you look at the roster here. Schnockenberg, 5'9", tallest player on the Hornets. A little bit of a height disadvantage.
Miscommunication. It looked like Schnockenberg thought that Stockmore was going to hit it, and Stockmore thought that Schnockenberg was going to hit it. Timeout by Fullerton College, 14-10 in the third set. Inside Fullerton is produced by the magazine production classes at Fullerton College. In addition to digital and social media content, it publishes a glossy print magazine every December and May, presenting news features, profiles of local residents and businesses, culture and lifestyle content, photo randoms, advice, personal essays, and more. Jessica Langlois teaches Journalism 132 magazine production and and has advised Inside Fullerton since 2019. And past advisors include Jay Sadal, Kiera Kirkwood, Joanna Jacobo Rivera, and Julia Patel-Lees. To join, enroll in Journalism 132 or contact Jessica Langloy at jlangloy@fullerton.edu for information on the photo or graphic design internships. Check out Inside Fullerton online at fchornetmedia.com/InsideFullerton. Follow at Inside Fullerton on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X.
Get another point there by Cypress. 15-10 now.
Church back to serve once again. Received by Orel into the net, can't get it up. Church has gone on a massive serving run here.
Looked like Orel tried to get that set up, just wasn't able to in time.
There's been 8 straight points for Cypress College. Back set to Stockmore, who gets a point. Finally, Fullerton College is back on the scoreboard.
Excellent job there.
It looked like Sydney Jackson for Cypress tried to get the ball up with her hands. It just went right through. Izzy Hernandez back to serve. Another missed serve for Fullerton. What is that, 3 in a row now?
I believe so. It's been about 3. Really need to focus in.
Serves are tough. They are the only play in volleyball that you make on your own, and missing that many in a row has got to take a mental toll. Brasino serving, and that's a service error from Brasino, sends it out left. Hopefully Fullerton College can take this little momentum. Emma Orel back to serve. And she sends it into the net as well. It is 4 straight for Fullerton College and 3 straight points off of service errors for both teams.
At this point, it's really just giving away points almost on the service errors.
Yeah. Number 8, Pasia Bonteps in for number 1, Audrey Perez on Cypress's side. Riley McFarland serving.
Oh, I almost got a souvenir.
Miscommunication on the receive from Orel and Flores. Both went for it, neither got it. Shanked it, point to Cypress. 19-12 in the third set. McFarland serving once again. Received by Orel. Izzy Hernandez out to Stockmore. Hits it against the block. Block couldn't get there fully. Out and point to Fullerton College.
Yeah, excellent job there by Stockmore. Seeing an opportunity and capitalizing right there.
Fullerton College needs a huge run. Back against the wall, down 19-13 in the third set. Flores with the serve. Gets it over. Received. Looked like an attempt at a quick, could not get it in time. 4 touches by Cypress College and point for the Hornets. Flores back to serve once again. Nice receive. Out to Kalpakov, and Alvarado sends it over. Kalpakov once again. Bad angle, tries to hit it over her head, doesn't get it over. Point to Fullerton College.
Oh. It's getting later and later here. Fullerton needs to make something happen. It's 19-15 in this third match. Cypress leading 2-0 in the sets.
Receive, quick attack is received by Izzy. And Stockmore tries to get a powerful hit in, sends it out 20-15 for Cypress.
Good decision, just a little too much on that.
It looked like Fullerton was making a little bit of a run with Flores serving, but now that that's over, we have Kaylin Flores serving for Cypress. That ball is off the tape and received. Orel tries to get it over from a back row attack. Little too much power, sends it out. And that is a timeout by Fullerton College. This is the third set, 21-15 in the third set. Cypress leading 2-0. We have a timeout, and here we have
KPBK is a 24-hour online radio station streaming music, podcasts, live coverage of Fullerton College sports events, and other news, sports, and culture content. The station is managed by Radio Journalism Department staff, and it features content produced by both students and professional staff. Originally a low-power FM station, 90.1 KBPK was a Class D FM radio station broadcasted from Buena Park, California from 1972 to 2023. The station was owned by the Buena Park School District. It was operated by the Fullerton College Media Studies Department and primarily aired adult contemporary format, as well as various educational programs, sports events, and PSAs. Operations moved fully online when the Buena Park School District surrendered its FCC license on August 9, 2023. Past supervisors of KBPK and or radio faculty include Peg Berger, Ed Ford, Ed Berger, Diana Kelly, Jim Bain, Daryl Kitchell, Paul Kelly, Don DePloy, Jack Townsend, and Dick Thompson. To get involved, enroll in CRTV 129, CRTV 135, or CRTV 145, and follow KBPK Radio on Instagram, Facebook, or X.
That was a very intense rally, ending with a tip from Stopmore that got Fullerton College a point. We have Angelina Alvarado serving, Amelia Flores as the libero. And for Fullerton, we have Bree Stopmore, Izzy Hernandez, Emma Orel, and Jessica Timmons. Now it's set. Stop. Hernandez out to Stopmore. Off the block and in. Point to Fullerton College.
What a great assist by Hernandez. Really leading to that hit by Stopmore. Right there on the left-hand side. Nothing Cypress could do about it. Let's keep that momentum.
Looks like they're using a towel on the floor. There must have been a bit of sweat. Trying to clean it up for safety so players don't slip. For Cypress, we have Kaylin Flores, Amanda Kalpikoff, Riley McFarland, Hannah Guerra, Pasia Bontemps, and Andrea Brasino. Alvarado serving for Fullerton College. And there was I wonder what the call is there.
Looked like Cypress just hit it into their net.
It was a little bit of an error. I personally saw a net, but refs didn't see it. Point Fullerton College. Alvarado serving once again. Just barely over the net. Beautiful serve and an ace from Alvarado.
What a play. Let's see if she can do that again one more time.
Timeout taken by Cypress. It is the third set, 2-0, but Cypress in front. And in the third set, it is 21-19, Cypress ahead.
Yeah, and Fullerton just looks so much more comfortable about there. Got about 6 to 8 points in a row from Cypress. They didn't hold up. They kept going, pushed forward, and we're right back in the ballgame.
That 6 to 8 point run, like you were talking about, breaks a lot of teams mentally. It is huge that they were able to keep their composure and bring the score back to where it is, 21-19. Hornets still down, but on a serving run from Alvarado.
Yeah, it looked like Cypress just got a little too lax, lost focus. Fullerton's going to capitalize on that every time.
Whistle is blown. Alvarado getting ready to serve. Received, miscommunication.
Oh,
Miscommunication, and they trip over their own libero. Could not get it over, 20-21.
I have not seen that yet tonight. That's a first.
Could Fullerton College tie the game, or tie the set right here with this point? Alvarado serving once again. Receive, bad receive. And there's a free ball over. Flores receives it. Hernandez out to Stoutmore. Off the block. Dug by the libero. Scramble here. Another free ball over. Hernandez sets up. Setter dump right to Texas. Right in the middle of the court where nobody is there. Tie game.
That's a nice little finesse there by Hernandez. Caught them slipping over there on the other side by Cypress.
It's been a while since she's done a setter dump like that. I don't think they were expecting it. Beautiful point by Hernandez. Alvarado serving once again. And that is a service error from Alvarado. Just as they tie the game, they go back into a deficit just as quick. 22-21.
And like you were saying, Caleb, earlier, a lot of service errors here tonight. Not so many you see all the time. It's just not what you want to see.
Flores with the receive. Hernandez out to Stoutmore. Beautiful hit. They get it up barely. Received by Alvarado. Quick attack to the middle to Timmons. Kalpikoff in the back. Orel messed up the hit. Flores sends it over. Quick attack is blocked by Timmons. Alvarado sets out to Stoutmore off of a block. Orel gets it up, out to Stoutmore once again. And there's a tip, dug up, kept alive. Orel sends it over. And that is back to Higuera. They get it up, set once again to Stoutmore. She is their person. Powerful hit, dug by Orel. Back to Alvarado. And the hit is out. What an intense rally to end on a hitting error. Just a little bit too much.
Woke up both teams for sure.
That was extremely intense rally. Kalpikoff serving. Received by Orel, out to Stoutmore. Little bit, set was a little bit off. She did not put enough power behind her tip, and it goes into the net.
That's not enough.
Set and match point for Cypress College. Kalpikoff serving.
Backs against their wall. Let's see what Fullerton can do here.
Received by Flores. Stoutmore back to Orel. Orel into the net. Point, set, and match to Cypress College. Great game by both teams. Cypress was just a bit better today. Final score is 3-0. Cypress College over Fullerton. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio.